Hi Pisces, welcome back to Clear Compassion. This is Deirdre. Thank you so much for joining the channel. I am here with Spirit to bring light, love, and clarity from the divine. So please take the messages that honor your highest good and leave that which does not resonate. Thank you so much, Spirit, angels, ancestors, and higher beings. Please provide us with the starting situation. Please channel in what Pisces needs to know at this time. Thank you so much. Okay. How can I deepen my trust right now? Okay, so I feel like a decision is coming on, right? This is about trusting and surrendering to the divine. This is letting go of the wheel so that you can trust. You have to trust yourself right now, right? It's trusting fully in yourself so that you can deepen your trust in others. This trust actually is going to help create safety. And when we feel safe, we feel unstoppable, right? So this is letting go. Today, find your center and whatever the chaos is, and be certain with yourself so that you can deepen your trust with others. All right, so let's go ahead and check out. We're going to do a little, let me just put this here. All right, we're going to pull 8 cards here. First card is going to be your starting situation, and this is what popped out. All right, so thank you, Spirit. Here we go. 10 of Swords. What's the 10 of Swords? Certain things face death. Ideas face death. That's what the 10 of Swords are, right? Sometimes it's backstabbing. Sometimes it's avoiding oneself from repeating mistakes. And so there's something here that you're going to have to surrender to. Excuse me. What this surrendering process is going to allow is when you start trusting yourself, you're going to know if what you were trying to manifest is the right thing for you, right? It's like, I think this is what I want, or I know this is what I want. And then Spirit comes in and says, are you sure? So there's something here about you identifying that. And I feel like you're going to come to a realization over the weekend. And the only way to do that is to surrender and trust. And we also have the void of course moon. And the void of course moon is where we do not want to sign contracts. We do not want to make plans. It's like not making any decisions over the weekend. They want you to be still. Be still in the sense that, you want to go to the beach and hang out by yourself. It's about being alone and not engaging in anything that's going to bring outside energies or intrusion into your own thoughts. Because there's something about the 10 of Swords that in order for you to get to the Ace of Swords, right, which is the new idea, this has to drop. And so if you're feeling like all is lost, or I have been hurt so many times, right? The death of that situation is coming to an end. All right, Spirit, let's go into the facts. What are the unpleasant facts, things that Pisces does not like at this time? Thank you. Okay, the Star. All right, now, the Star is representing hope, belief, trust, a serenity of intuitiveness. And so you are wishing upon this star. And what you don't like is the fact that you don't know right now, right? Your earthly being is like, I'm upset, I'm frustrated, I've been very patient, and I want to see this galaxy of manifestation come into my reality, right? And so you're wishing upon this star, but you're learning now that you have to trust the situation. You have to trust in the divine, and more importantly, you have to trust in yourself, right? Just like, for instance, to me, this is the kite of exploration. And so the kite can only fly in wind, right? And so it's like some days you have this force of wind, and some days the energy is low, and you're not being able to fly your own kite, right, if you will. And so this back and forth has to come to an end. This indecisiveness has to come to a stop. And the Ten of Swords is what's happening. That's your starting situation, okay? The illusion of the Ace of Swords. What did I tell you? Your Ten of Swords has to stop in order for you to be one with the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is that awakening, this new role, this new position, right? It's a position of power. It is strength. And you're now willing, like when you drop this challenge, you're ready. You're ready to take that challenge on. And when I say challenge, I don't mean it's an obstacle course. Okay, I do see though that you're allowing your mind to free itself, right? And just know that the stairway to this epiphany is from within, not just your mind's eye, but it's a feeling and a knowingness and a trust that you have. Trust in your abilities and trust in your God. Okay, King of Pentacles. So your King of Pentacles is showing me that you may have somebody coming into your life, okay? And he's very relaxed. Do you see this? The King of Pentacles is like more goal-oriented. But look how relaxed he is. Now, there's no people here, but you see the books, the library. He's a very wise person. So knowledgeable that sometimes people are not drawn to him in a way. They're drawn to him for what he knows, but they're not drawn to him for what he shows. Does that make sense? Right? Like somebody who can be so smart, and yet your feeling towards him, it might be that he's not mushy and gushy, right? Where's his heart at? But his heart really is there, and it's for the excuse me, it's for the greater good. But you're not seeing it. You're seeing him as a respectful individual. So I'm not sure if you're resonating with him as your own energy or somebody that's coming towards you. Let me see if I can get some more. Yeah, see, here we go. We're going to the wheel. You can't ask for better than that, right? It's your destiny and change for the better. Obviously, you're getting rid of the dark and you're bringing in the light, and everything is turning. Again, the wheel, the staircase, things are turning in your favor. So you're taking not just a leap of faith on yourself, but you're believing, right? Look, she's balancing with just one foot. It's just like, I got this, I know this. And I feel like this is a connection here, and I don't know why. I don't know if you're going to meet this individual or you're becoming this individual. It may be different for both of you out there that I'm hearing right now. Okay, let's keep going. The Temperance, the equal give and take. Very important here. Okay, this is about your balance. You see here, she's able to balance on one leg, and here the Temperance, again, balancing. You're learning now where your energy is and where your spiritual life is enveloping into something greater. And you're learning how to balance between the two, right? How can I live in my everyday reality world and yet raise the vibration of my spiritual self and let that sun shine in, let that knowingness, right? Here's your sun right here, okay? Here's your light right here. This is all about, lots of circles here, lots of wheels of turning, okay? So the Temperance is showing me that you're collaborating. There's some sort of spiritual, I don't want to say awakening, because you already are awake, right? You already know your belief system. And now you're learning, okay, this is what I want more in my life. This is what I want to see where I'm more relaxed, a feeling of calmness, and I'm balancing out what I have to do, what my responsibilities are on a day-to-day, but I am never letting go of my spirit, who is always guiding me in the direction for my higher well-being. King of Wands, who is this fella? All right, King of Wands. Now, when I look at the King of Wands, right, this is about the strength, and this is about somebody who's stubborn. And so unlike this person, right? I mean, he's very relaxed. You feel comfortable going to him, asking for more information, right? You want to know more. You want to understand more. And he's willing to give you that information. And over here, this one, he's so confident, but I feel like he's cocky. I don't know why that's coming out, but I feel like, you're not into that. I don't know why. Your strength is to stand back from this person, because I feel like he doesn't have good intentions with you. Why is that coming out? Okay, because this is the person who doesn't have any followers, but yet he thinks that he rules everything. Let me just ask Spirit, who is this King of Wands, Spirit? This is not where I thought this reading was going, so hang in there, kids. King of Wands, Four of Wands. King of Wands, Four of Wands. I mean, the Four of Wands is about... Is this like something that you're having to face, and that's why it's uncomfortable for you? I don't know. I feel like you have two men coming into your life. One who you feel very relaxed with, and then the other one who is, I mean, he's a driving force. This is going to be like one of those readings where you're going to have, you're going to not know at the end of this reading. Why? This has got to be a surprise for you. There's something happening here. Okay? Because the Four of Wands is all about play, celebration. So it's like you need to get out and enjoy yourself. Right after this course of moon, this void, you need to get out and start engaging to recognize the different personalities of people and the traits, so that you can identify more clearly between them. It's like maybe there's a distrust coming from a past experience, and so when you meet this person, you have your guard up because you're not like accepting him for who he is. You're looking at him for who he reminds you of. Okay? And this person, I feel, is more in your wheelhouse, right? Somebody who is on the same page that you are right now, which is about growing your pentacles, growing your bank account. You're moving towards the direction of maybe a new business that you've started. And so this one is like, gosh, I can really learn from this individual, and I'm very comfortable around him. And then when this one comes into the picture, you're like, I don't have time for you. And yet, I don't want to say that Spirit's giving you a test, but it may be that you're finding a way on, and this is really for females, okay? I'm just saying that because I know a lot of tarot readers say it's not gender, but I'm feeling that this is male oriented, and that you're going to be exposed to 2 or more men that they're showing me the dating game, bachelor number 1, bachelor number 2, or bachelor number 3, right? And you ask them all questions, and then you make your choice. But Spirit wants you to be very wise and strong in the way you decide on how to move forward in new relationships. Okay, I'm glad I got that out. Page of Swords. Look at the book, look at the light, look at the birds. Okay, this is Epiphany, people. This is where you're going to see the light specifically on yourself. You're learning something new about yourself. The Page of Swords is where it's a new beginning, and I'm feeling something else here, so I'm just going to say it, because it's like you're so engaged in what you're trying to achieve, right? And you're looking at all of these different ideas. There's so many of them that you have in your head, right? Like, let's say you pick up a book and you start to daydream, right? Because you're relaxed, you're in your own space, and as you're going through this book, your mind starts to wander into another direction of, maybe I could do this, or maybe I could do that, right? And you see here, she's walking on a very thin tightrope from one side to the other. But she's not concerned about her balance, because she knows that these ideas are formulating into something that's going to become the one great idea that she can move forward on. Okay, but I'm seeing this as a page. In other words, it's a beginning. So you may decide, I'm going to make this change in your business or at your workplace, whatever that may be. And you're going to be like trying new things and seeing what works and what doesn't work. Ooh, pain. 3 of Swords. Okay. We have the Death card here again, because the 10 of Swords is dropping, right? It's the end. It's the end for the new beginning. And we talked about this. I want to really go back here for a second. You have the 10 of Swords, and then you go from the 10 to the 1. Okay? So whatever something is that's facing death, person, place, thing, all right, is allowing Spirit to come in with something new for you. And the light is going off, right? It's shining bright. And this is why, where are we? We have, in a previous reading that I did for you, you had the Sun card, right? So you're seeing something that's going to enlighten you. And this is why it may come at night, because in a previous reading that I did this morning, it was for the Sun. So this is telling me that you're going to see this epiphany at nighttime. And could be in your dreams, right? Or just when you start to recline. But there's something about this 3 of Swords now that's telling me that there's something important that you need to be aware of. And it could involve a third party, is what they normally say. But I feel like it's not that, because I'm feeling this heavy right now in my own heart, and I'm feeling what's happening is you are torn. You're torn in several different directions from a heart standpoint. It has nothing to do with other people. It is the way that your own heart feels, and you're feeling like what's that? Okay, it's like, I'm going to put it in an easier, more comfortable way. If there was a situation, let's just say it was a party, and you put out some invites, but then you're like, well, I need to invite this person because their feelings are going to get hurt, and I need to, but this person doesn't get along with that person, so I really don't want them both to be here, right? And then you're like, well, but I still, from my heart, I want to invite everybody. I want to include all. I want to be the pleaser and make sure that everybody is comfortable. And this is tearing you apart, because it's like when you have to make a decision for yourself, you're like, well, how is this going to affect the other person and or persons? Because I feel that there's multiple people in here, and it's tearing you up inside. And Spirit wants you to make the choice that's best for you, because you're not here on their journey, right? You're here to just be a loving individual. However, you have to love yourself first. And this Three of Swords is like, you have to move through this darkness. It's like an old habit that's breaking away. So it's really a good thing, okay? It's something important. You'll know what I'm talking about, whether you're going through this now or it's going to happen to you, okay? Your heart has to heal from this. And part of that healing process is putting your heart back in one piece, okay? And not trying to manipulate the situation where you think that this is the best way for this person or all parties involved. It's something you have to do alone, and I'm sorry about that. Big hug to you right now, okay? There we go. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. We talked about something you had to do alone. And as the Knight of Pentacles energy, right, there's some sort of groundwork that has to be done. But look, you went from here to here. You're moving on. You feel like it's a solo mission. And to be quite honest, it is. Because in order for you to be a leader to others, you have to find your centered state of well-being. And you're going to be moving on in a direction that some parts of it are unknown to you. But the one thing that is important to you is that you know you have to do this. I'm sorry I don't have the right words this morning, but it's like, I don't care about anything but my beautiful, well-being self. And I have to make this change and head in the direction that guides me. I feel like it's going to be fine. It's going to be okay, right? You're leading with love here. Look at the horse. It's decorated with all of this love. Sometimes this is also red tape, like things that might interfere or slow you down, but you're at peace with it. It's so comfortable for you right now. This is a beautiful state to be in, okay? Because the Knight of Pentacles is like, you're not making negotiations that have to do with your well-being anymore. You're satisfying yourself first. Here you go again. Four of Pentacles. Okay. Sometimes there may come, and this is going to happen, okay? You're only human here. There may come a time where you're like, holding on too tight to something. And the Four of Pentacles here is about holding too tight to your finances, to your money, that I'm going to be very wise here. I'm only going to spend what I need to spend, because in order for me to reach this city so that I can build something for myself, right? You're taking time out and reflecting on your budget and how you can survive, right? And it's like being frugal, but in a good way, right? Because you're watching what's important, what do you value right now, and what you need to have to get through the week, the month, the year, in order to continue on this journey. Let's see, angels, what's helpful right now for Pisces? What's some helpful information and guidance for Pisces? Thank you. Three of Cups. All right. What's going to be helpful is partnerships. So you cannot have these partnerships until you've walked this journey and healed, right? Because the people that are going to be with you on this journey, you want, I'm seeing as a new beginning, a fresh start, people that reward one another through this collaboration. But Spirit is letting you know that this will take place. You will not walk this path alone forever. There will be joyful moments, co-creation. Boy, Pisces, you are all up in your head. Why? I totally get it, right? It's like something is gnawing at you. Something is gnawing at you, like, and you're like, is it me? Is it in my head? Is it the energy? Is it the information? Is it things I'm involved in? I'm seeing like you're just feeling, I'm done, I'm tired, I can't do this anymore, and the crow comes in to speak the truth. So there is showing me there's some sort of truth that's going to come to you, that's going to allow for this freedom back here, okay? Because this is what you felt once before, and this is what you're feeling now. It's a uncertainty, and to me, it's showing me that you are about to give up on something, and you're trying to figure out, should you? Should I? Let's keep going. Isn't this interesting? All of these cards, all of these women, just ready to see the light, right? Knowing how to navigate, like being resourceful. And there you have the Queen of Pentacles. Is this not you? I'm sorry for the confusion in this reading, because I'm picking up on different energies here. And the Queen of Pentacles, you represent the Queen of Pentacles. This is your match. Perhaps this is another individual that's coming towards you that is just in despair. And you're looking upon that energy as, I was once in this life and no longer. Because your Queen of Pentacles is a person who loves nature, who loves people, and loves modest comfort. And there's found success here. Oh boy. You guys are going to have to let me know if any of this that I'm telling you is resonating, because I feel like, when I asked Archangel Metatron this morning to make sure he reaches out to everybody who watches this video, get what they need out of it. And I may have asked too much, because I'm feeling like there's 3 different scenarios going on here. So it's important for me to actually ask you for some guidance and have you leave me some messages. But before we end this reading, I'm going to go to our angels, as I always like to close off with angel guidance for their unconditional love and support. And I hope all of you watch this reading to the end, because it's like it jumped around a little bit today. Maybe it's just the energy in the air. All right, angels, what messages do you have for our Pisces today? We would love to have some guidance. Help us along the way. Thank you so much. All right, cut the cords. All right, what are we cutting, right? When we're asking about cutting the cords, we are talking about letting go of things that drain you, and even if it's people, right? So it's time to be direct to your own mental and physical health, and saying no is a form of self-love. I don't know why, but I see Billy Idol in this card. You know, I want more, more, more. So I am getting something here about that you're learning how to navigate boundaries for self-care. Here we go. Next, listen deeply. Gosh, Pisces. Sometimes we think deeply, but do we listen deeply, right? It's like we know so much, we feel so much, and yet sometimes we need to listen a little bit deeper. And so this card is a reminder that, you know, don't ignore me, says you, right? In other words, you yourself are talking to yourself. You're like, you're getting intuitive guidance, and it's coming to you, and then you're like ignoring it. Maybe because you're focused on something like an end result. I'm seeing like you're focused on the finish line versus the journey on getting there. Okay, and the angels want you to listen to your inner voice, and this is the way that you can grow. There's something about avoiding something that keeps repeating in your head, and it's preventing your expansion. This card I resonate with, and I'd love to share it with you, but I got to keep this a secret for a little bit longer. All right, one more. Transformation. Absolutely. Your transformation is happening. All right, so it's time to get on a new bus, right, and be rerouted. This is what's happening. And the change is imminent. You know it. You're at the cusp of it happening. And I feel like that's part of the tension that's happening also in your world right now. And I feel like it's not from other people. This energy is all yours. And be brave. Absolutely. Right? Because this is going to help you declutter things. When you are in a place of acceptance and grace and knowingness, then all is well. Because regardless, change continues to happen. When it affects you, Pisces, it affects you much deeper, that's for sure. And you want it to be right. I feel like I'm getting this, but I just want to make sure. I just want to be positive that this is the right step, the next thing. And Spirit is like, well, where can you deepen your trust? Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in your God? Do you believe in your angels? Because that's where it all lies. And you've always trusted things will work out in your favor, but now you have to become a leader. And in order to do that, you have to trust that what is speaking to you from inside is what you need to do in order for this transformation to take place, because otherwise Spirit's going to come in and they're going to make the change for you. And Pisces, since you want to know what's going to happen, wouldn't you want to be like, I hate to say it, I know you want to be in control of it, right? But there's a balance of control here. All right, let's finish off with Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, what advice do you have for Pisces? This reading is very important, Pisces. Even if it doesn't seem so, it's going to make sense to you in the coming days. Archangel Michael, what advice do you have for Pisces today? Thank you so much. Be honest with yourself. See, all your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. So you have to accept your truth, and then the source will take it from there. So Archangel Michael, hands on your shoulders, right? Hands on your shoulders. I swear he comes in at the right time every time. I love him. Thank you so much, Archangel Michael, because look, listen deeply, right? This is you talking to you, accepting your feelings, even the difficult ones, and whatever the messages that are for you, what you're telling yourself, what is speaking your truth. That's what's happening here. And this becomes a knowingness, right? And that's when you accept yourself with grace, with compassion, with love, and allow Source to take the transformation and move it forward. All right, Pisces. Listen, again, surrender to your being this weekend, okay? Do nothing. Sign no contracts. Sign no papers. Don't buy anything important. This is a time for you to be still. It will all make sense on Monday. All right, take care, everyone.